Hey guys, Jamin here with yet another StarCraft 2 Pro level, or not Pro level. This is a Master level, Master League, um, um, not a Grandmaster, Master League level game. And this is ToGentty, who I casted earlier, versus a Zerg. And this is Shattered Temple, the map. Very similar to Lost Temple, but as many know, there is no more of these cliffs here, and the islands have rocks so that you can get to them by ground. And ToGentty here in the top middle center of Shatter Temple, and in the bottom left corner, this is Sparta playing as the Blue Terran. So this is a TvT on Shatter Temple, master level game. So gonna be a good game, gonna be fun. I've back-to-back casting between these two games. I probably should have got some water, but I'm gonna tough it out. I do not even know how long this game is, so we will see. Giving some kind words of encouragement to each other. Good luck, have fun, you too. The supply depot placement doesn't really matter. Kind of back here, both not walling off. They know it's a TvT. You don't really want to wall off on TvT. If you wall off, a single Marine can kind of come out here, and an SCV can kind of scoot up, and if they have a Marauder or two, they can pick off supply depots, and they can maybe burn a scan, and just having ranged units in general can really just screw up a wall off. A wall off doesn't make sense. Your units can't get through to attack their units. Their units can easily shoot your wall, get a couple pot shots off before backing away, so ToGentty scouting around out here, sees the gas timing and the barracks both around the exact same time. The barracks gonna end just a little bit faster for ToGentty, and gonna get that orbital command just a couple seconds earlier. This is Sparta around 200 minerals when you get that orbital command. Usually when the barracks finishes, if you do it correctly, you'll have 150 minerals, and that'll be great. ToGentty sounds like he lost yeah, he did. He lost his SCV that was scouting, but not a huge deal. Another barracks coming down. Look like two barracks going down, and against a single barracks play, and another supply depot for ToGentty. So we're seeing a little bit of deviation, and a reactor coming out as well for THISisSPARTA. So very interesting play. A reactor and a second barracks, so almost like 3 barracks play, but you spend those 50 gas and 50 extra minerals on that reactor. So ToGentty's going to have a little bit of a Marine push in his base, a factory going down all the way back here, trying to prevent the scans. If he scans here, then he won't see everything, and a bunker going down at the bottom. ToGentty looking to expand, but knows that he can't just build a command center. Going to build his bunker first, and this SCV going to be scouting around, seeing this bunker, knowing what the game plan is, and not going to get away. A tech lab going down on the second barracks. We just see some 2 racks pressure with the reactor and tech lab. A little bit supply blocked. Is there I don't see a supply. There's the supply depot on the way. If he's going to constantly build out of these barracks, he's going to want to get a supply depot down, and just going to be supply blocked for just a little bit. And ToGentty himself, is he supply blocked? It is a little bit of a supply block for ToGentty. He's not even producing a supply depot, and he doesn't have enough energy to call down supply. So going to be sitting here for a bit. Did sacrifice what seemed to be a SCV to scout, and now a couple Marauders and a couple Marines coming out here. And maybe one more round of production cycle. Nope, not even building out of these. Just one Reaper coming out now to reinforce quickly, and exploiting the fact that this choke is open, checking to see if there is an expansion down, and this is Sparta getting a command center down. This is a really good feint almost from ToGentty, because ToGentty is making Hellions and getting a medevac. This is tech that you wouldn't see normally from an expansion build. He would expand first, then build these, but instead he's going to get these first, and then hope maybe get an expansion up. There's the supply depot to continue his supply, obviously. And there's the scan seeing only the barracks. Gotta know something's weird. There's got to be a command center somewhere if he's expanding. Something fishy is going on, he's got to assume. Let's see if he has scattered that. No, has not scattered that. All he sees is something else going down. And ToGentty canceling that. Whatever it was, he canceled it immediately, but it's still on ThISisSPARTA's radar. And now the command center finally going down, and three Hellions with Blue Flame almost done. Not going to wait for a second Hellion or a fourth Hellion, but going to move out across the map and perhaps do a drop. If he flies to the center, this Reaper, fairly well positioned. Not going to scout it because now the Reaper's going to go up and try to scout the base, it looks like. Here comes the Reaper, going to probably go run up here to check to see if a command center's up yet, and a orbital command coming out for ThISisSPARTA. So a very small, low econ game so far. Kind of a weird build coming out from ToGentty, getting the tech back here without expanding, kind of feigning the expansion with his bunker. And ThISisSPARTA's got to be like, where is this command center? And he has not yet seen this one in the base, and so he's got to be wondering what's going on. This medevac out here, not ready to heal anything, so we'll see what's going on. The Hellions finally here, going to be doing some damage. Do not attack that. There you go. Blue Flame coming out. These SCVs are into the chopping block, and now those so many SCVs are down. 3 kills on this one, 5 kills on this one, 2 on this one. And there are a good number of Marines here. Are they going to retreat back to the medevac? They are. The medevac going to pull away. Only 1 Hellion going down. One of these Marines feeling pretty good about himself getting that kill. Can we? There he is, Mr. Marine with his kill of 1 Hellion. Very happy with his ability in this game. So now he knows the Blue Flame and the medevacs are out, and luckily he has an expansion where he had transferred some drones. Not all his drones were set up, and ToGentty finally taking his own expansion. Did do some good worker harass though. Not what I want to do. I apologize. Let's bring that back up. How do you show workers lost? There we go. Units killed. Workers killed. 12 kills. All his units killed are 12 for ToGentty, and he's got, that's a good number of minerals lost. That's 300 or 600 minerals lost in SCV. He's gonna have to produce those. Luckily, he does have 2 orbital commands, and he is producing the mules off those, getting that. ToGentty coming out with this kind of similar mix to another game, the game I just casted with him and random guy with Zerg. It was a Zerg versus Terran, kind of going for Hellions, kind of a Marines, and then get your tech on your siege tanks and your Hellions. So now this is going to be a bio ball versus a biomech army. And here comes ToGentty with his advancing his siege tanks, shelling this bunker. Hopefully we'll see a salvage on this bunker. There is the salvage, trying to salvage it, but it gets picked off before the salvage is over. And a couple Marines getting picked up. Looks like a misclick getting dropped back off. And these siege tanks gonna advance while these Marines and Marauders hang out in the back. Let's open the production tab. It looks like a Ghost Academy going to be coming out for ThISisSPARTA, but I'm not sure if that's a good decision versus Hellions and siege tanks. It's going to be great against these Marine Hellions, but against these siege tanks, not going to be amazing if the unit comes in. And these siege tanks just shelling ToGentty. ThISisSPARTA's line, and ThISisSPARTA just leaves the game. Very upset about his decisions in this game. He had a ton of workers in this expansion, a good amount here, and there you go, ToGentty finally leaving as well. You can't. He had such a weird. He should have just been building units constantly out of these. He was going for medevacs that looked like teching up. Should have got some Marauders, and just you could have got some Marauders up here, some Marines. Get your Marines to. You just gotta abandon these. Probably retreat with these bunker barracks, and you just gotta really slow play this. He still had the chance of winning that game, but he just quit and kind of all-in his units when his expansion was going to go down. Didn't need to fight that fight. Could have lost maybe these 2 barracks and fought on this high ground, and picked off a tank with a couple Marauders. But these guys are master level. I'm just only diamond still, while the leagues are still locked. I keep winning, but I'm not getting promoted, so we'll see. And that's it. That's a great game. All right, guys. So yeah, stay classy.